Welcome back in, y'all. This is Black Girls Talking TV, reporting live right after Love Island. It is our bedtime, but we
Right.
said, baby, after this vote,
Right. You're my DJ.
we got to get up on it. All right. I'm Victoria. I am one of your hosts, and I am a psychologist.
I'm Kamaria. I'm an attorney and a pop culture writer. So let me put my glasses on. I gotta see my notes, okay? Yeah, I was so surprised. But you know what? This is the first time I ever was sitting here like, don't vote off Huda. We need the drama. We need to see the
Yes.
fallout. I ain't got time to be us battling with her on social media. We need to see it on the episode. We need to see all the things happen. We need to see it. So I'm glad that she didn't go home, even though everybody was wanting her to.
Yeah, yeah. I was kind of hoping Taylor would go home. Who did you want to go home?
Yes, Taylor. But I was like, I started to see and realize, like, oh, the old school, like, crew, the original OGs, the ones who just, the first ones who walked in the house, they weren't going to vote him out. He had too
Yeah.
many connections. You get what I'm saying? But, like, if they were being true to form, they should have voted him out. So I'm like, bruh,
Agreed.
like, it was annoying.
Agreed.
Annoying. Because that was the clear choice. He should have been gone, cleared a way for Jaylen. But yeah.
Yeah,
But
I
Hannah
literally
did that
wrote
to
down.
herself.
Yes, Hannah did do that to her. So I literally wrote down, I said, this is Hannah's fault. Like, you went and wanted to ride the pony right after you met this
Right.
man. So you got America being like, oh, okay, maybe there's a connection here. Like, let's put a Pepe with her because Pepe had options. It could have been Sierra. It could have been Amaya.
Right.
But baby, you the one who, like I said, rode that pony and you rode your way right into that
Yeah.
couple.
Right. And she had a nerve to be crying. Like Hannah, this whole episode was like Aggie to me. But we'll deal with that in a second.
Yes.
For this Nick and Ace vote, I was like, ooh, what you think about that?
I said, baby, they came to speak their piece. I felt like I do think that Jeremiah is going to be upset with Nick, but I feel like Nick has been saying these things. Nick just said something earlier in the day, like, if you go out with the boys, how you
Mm.
think she's going to react? How do you feel about this overprotection that she's doing? And she's always crashing out. Like, and I'm like, ding, 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 ding. But little Jeremiah being a little punk, he talking about, I know in his head, he was like, I just had this talk with Huda. And she said, don't talk about our problems with nobody. So I know that was like right forefront in his head instead of being real. Because I'm like, the only reason why Nick and some of the other guys are saying something is because you keep showing them that you are not being fully yourself. Like, even at the challenge, you said,
Mhm.
I just wanted to, come out of my shell a little bit, show people that I can have a good time because your ass been locked down. But baby Ace,
But like to me, Jeremiah don't know who he is. Period. Like
yeah,
not just but it's like he can like I'm gonna show the real me. Like okay, what? What are we talking about? Like Jeremiah is to me like in this episode, I was like, oh, she's a mother. Who is a mother? She mothers him, but he's the child. He
yeah,
is the child. He's the child. He's not. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, what are we doing? What are we talking about? Like he don't know who he is. In my view,
yeah,
from what I see, he's just kind of going whatever. He's trying to resist what the guys say, but it's like, bruh. But you about to say something about Ace?
yeah. I was gonna say an Ace. He took this as a moment to speak his piece, baby. He said, "Y'all fake. It's bullshit. I'm calling it out, and it is what it is." I think he felt like what he said was gonna, maybe influence Amaya to vote the same way, but
Yeah, I didn't see Amaya voting out a woman. I didn't know if she was gonna go Taylor though, just to like because she didn't want to be the decider. Because if she had went Taylor, what would they have done? Like left it up to chance? You know what I'm saying? So the way she was like, we don't want to decide. I almost thought she was gonna throw one on Taylor just to
yeah.
even it out. And what were they gonna like? Go to like rocks like Survivor, like what were they gonna do? And so
It might have
I
been
I
on
felt
the
like
Islanders who didn't vote initially to then vote.
oh, that would have been juicy because then Jeremiah, I mean, he would have definitely not voted off Huda because I don't think he's quite at the point to let her clip go. But at the same time, he was his face was like a little telling because he was not like out here like y'all come on like what are we doing like at
Yes.
least Charlie tried to fight for his girl but that's what got Charlie sent home I think personally everybody was like no Charlie stop Charlie was like I just want to state my
Yeah.
case like It's my girl. We had, I was like, bruh, just
Yeah.
like read the room. They don't want to hear it. Just like let it go off the strength of things. Like, and if somebody needs to be fighting, is Hannah. Hannah needs to be like, y'all,
Right.
please don't vote him off. Or like after the first vote, like she could have turned to Amaya and be like, Amaya, no, like
Yeah.
something, like
Signal something, girl.
yeah,
Save your man. But
yeah.
child, Hannah is here for a good time, not a long time, so she'll be all right. Pepe's gonna put her to sleep, and they'll probably be kissing tomorrow,
I
child.
guess not. Yeah, no, I don't think she's gonna be sweating it for a long time. I was actually surprised that he won her over after that Amaya thing. I thought that was for sure gonna cause him to lose her because I thought she was kind of smarter than that. Like I don't. It's like I don't fault Charlie in this situation. I do think Hannah is like she's doing a lot. You know what I
Yeah.
mean? She's doing a lot. But at the same time, I think that there is something to what Amaya was saying that he's being just impulsive and he really wants Hannah, but he's being reactionary. And at first, I didn't think that. I thought, like, oh, Hannah, how are you going to be mad at him for like trying to explore other options when you just were exploring other options in his face? But
Yeah.
then I was just like, maybe he actually genuinely isn't interested in Iris. You get what I'm saying? When he hit Amaya up, I was like, okay, now I'm rethinking if he was even interested in Iris,
Yeah.
like, or if he was just trying to make her jealous, you know?
Agreed.
So,
Agreed.
I don't
I'm sure
know.
we'll get to that as well. Cause I was like,
Hmm.
Charlie, what type of pitch is
But yeah,
this?
Huda.
Um,
What?
Huda. First of all, well, what I was saying was Charlie's pitch, but I said we'll probably get to that later. But Huda,
Mm.
why would you think that America would vote for Jeremiah to be with Iris just because Iris said she was interested in Jeremiah? Do you?
Well, that's. Go ahead.
But I'm
Go
just
ahead.
like,
Sorry.
let's be FFR. That's how I know you are delusional about your behaviors. That's why I know you think you are justified in the way that you behave, in the way that you react. Can't nobody get to Huda. Like, Huda's gonna have to
Hmm.
watch this back to learn from it. She's gonna have
Hmm.
to get introspection that way, if she can even get
I,
it. But at that moment, I said this girl has a very low insight. Even Ace was like, we all know
yeah.
that's not the reason.
Yeah, no, I agree, at least for them, because their connection had been the longest. You know what I'm saying? So, like, for America to say something about to break them up, that said something because they had been together since the beginning. And so, if they were feeling it, America would not have broken them up. So, I think they're in a very different boat than the other two. But same thing you thought. I was like, okay, this is a lack of accountability or something on her part, like a lack of an ability to see that she is part of the issue
Right.
that America is rejecting. You know what I mean? With this vote, it's like she's just deflecting. Like it must be something else. But I will say, with the other two, they got the people who they said they wanted. So maybe
Yeah.
that's what was in her mind. Because like Jaylen said he wanted Alandria, he got Alandria. Pepe said he wanted Iris or
Hannah.
no, excuse me, Sierra or Hannah,
Mm-hmm.
and he got Hannah. I was surprised with that Hannah vote though. I was like, oh, okay. I really thought it was going to be Sierra, but I was actually glad it was Hannah just because I didn't want Nick to be I didn't want Hannah to look at it and be like, "Look, their connection has been here, for a good little while and they broke them up, so it must not be personal." I want to held her to know. No, it's personal. It's personal,
Right.
girl. They
Very
don't like
personal.
you.
Yes.
So,
Yes. Yeah. We about to see now
but
in the
Huda's reaction.
preview. I was gonna say in the preview though, Alandria was like, America is seeing something, hearing
Oh
something
yeah,
that we are
yeah.
not. So we'll see what the next episode and how that goes. But yeah,
I
Huda,
think some of that also with Alandria saying that is that like they as women like are living in close quarters, they're becoming friends. And so I think it's like I don't want to say it's like you're saving face a little bit because you're like around these women 24/7. And so to be like, "Oh yeah, I understand why they voted." Like no one wants to say that to somebody they're spending
right.
all this time with. That's why it's a surprise and a shock that the guys did. But like I don't think that they're going to do things like that. And I also think sometimes there's a little bit of, I don't want to say brainwashing that happens, but like you get accustomed to like the folks that you're with, and you're just like, oh, they're great, they're great. And even though you may see a little bit of signs, like you're like, oh, you normalize their behavior. And I think maybe they're kind of like normalizing what Huda does instead of like the guys are checking it. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
More so with each other, not necessarily in open group settings.
Yeah.
And so that level of maybe the women haven't had that level of honesty among each other about Huda, that is like, oh my God, what is America seeing that we're not seeing?
Yeah, yeah.
Or it could be like just like what I said, it's saving face. Alandria doesn't want to be like, oh, I know exactly why. She could just be saving face, being like, they must see like what? Like she don't want to be the one to spread the gossip of like, oh, I know exactly why.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
um,
Which is what I think it is. I think it's the latter because Alandria said day dot, like, you don't find this to be a little red flaggish that he's acting this way towards you. Like, she's been peeped.
yeah.
And she also said, I don't support my friend's delusions, but clearly I'm going to have to support this one because it seems like that's what Huda wants. Like, there is a brick wall in front of Huda when it comes to accountability and learning and trying to grow and develop as an individual within a relationship. And so she just ran right into this one. So I don't think, I think Alandria is going to give it a nice soft plate and Shelly for her to land on. And we'll see what happens from there.
Okay, anything else with the vote before we switch over into like different couple developments that happened this episode?
No, I think that was the main things with the vote.
Oh, except like I do think like, ooh, Nick. I will say like it is a level of betrayal on Nick, especially Nick's part, to vote her out, because it's like not only was he the first, because you embolden others to do it when you say it. But it's like she just told you about the kid. You're the only person that she told. You know what I mean? Like you out here talking about you're gonna be uncle this, and you're basically splitting them up. And then you're also that's on Huda's side. But then on Jeremiah's side, like you are making this choice for him. It's like if you're his boy, let him ride to wherever he going. And you be there to help him pick up the pieces when they fall out, or you'll give him the advice along the way. But making the choice for him, that's a little bold. So I can understand Jeremiah being upset for sure, and that's why I was surprised that he did it. But I'm here for this next week. It's gonna be good.
Yeah, it's definitely
it's gonna be good.
be
But anyway,
good.
let's get into the couples.
Yeah.
Do we want to start with Alandria and Jaylen?
Yeah, I feel
And
like
Taylor.
Alandria, she held it together in a very classy way. She said, "I'm processing." I said, "Yeah, my girl, she's sitting comfortable. She not gonna smile too hard."
But Alandria is given like too. She entertaining Taylor too much for me.
Yeah.
Like Taylor, like I put in the chat, I was like, you need to pack his bag, sis. Like you need to be he needs to be done with. Like, why are we still having conversations with Taylor? She needs to be like, you need your toothbrush. You need like he need to be out the door. She acting like that's her man, and this other guy's just like possibly, but he ain't got nothing on you, baby. He ain't got nothing on you.
Yeah.
Like possibly somebody, but it's not that real. I don't even like when look. I don't know what's going on with Alandria.
Yeah.
But I need her to maybe she wants to respect the coupleness or whatever. And so maybe now she'll do that with Jaylen, just be like, I'm sorry. Like Taylor, yeah, I am with him. But I don't like that because Taylor, you don't even like her. Stop this. Stop.
No, I
this.
do feel you on
And
that.
so,
I do. Even in that conversation they were having when she was like, yeah, he kissed me, but I appreciate the fact that, we've been able to have deep conversations. I'm like, are we blind? Because I see no deep conversations happening. What has developed between you guys for you to be like, we're in a good spot. We keep growing. It looks very stagnant. It looks very stale. Even in that moment, he didn't even make a move. Like, he could have easily been like, that moment they were sitting on a thing when he pulled her for a chat. Either during the night conversation or even during the day conversation. Like, y'all sit 10 feet apart from each other. Y'all don't be coupled up, booed up, nothing. You don't even give her a peck on the forehead, on the shoulder, the hand, nothing. Like, get his ass out of here. But I am with you on that. Alandria is definitely entertaining Taylor way, way too hard. I don't know if she's just trying to be nice, but whatever it is, let's hope it's up out of her system by tomorrow's episode.
I know. It's giving that she's like a little scared with Jaylen, to be honest. Like not like it's like she's like, oh my god, like this he too good to be true. I gotta sit here. Like, hold on, wait, I gotta see. Is it a mirage? Like it seems like she's giving like I'm scared to step forward too hard because like you seem maybe too good to be true. I don't know. But I hope that she deal with it and get it out of her system very soon. Okay, Hannah, Pepe, and Charlie, the Charlie of it all. We talked a little bit about it. We talked a little bit about it actually. Is
Yeah.
there anything else to
I
say?
mean, I
She
was
did it
with
to
you when
herself.
yeah, she did it to herself. She was definitely aggravating because I'm like, you are out here literally making out, like not even a peck, nothing. You're not doing anything respectful to want to be
Hmm.
respected. Um, so I'm with you. She did it to herself, and she was aggy. She was getting on my nerves.
Yeah, I thought she was actually into Pepe more.
Yes.
I promise you thought Charlie was about to lose that girl. Like, I mean, I guess he did, but not the way we thought. Like, but she was so all up in Pepe that it's like, girl, we all thought you wanted him. Like Charlie thought it too. Like you sending that boy. Like, but one thing I will say is like I was like, is Charlie? Is he giving desperate? Like something? Like I don't know. Something was like not
Yeah,
right
because
with
he just
their
wants
like his.
someone. Yes, the way he went
Yeah,
after
no, that made
Iris.
me think of that.
Yes, the way he went after Iris, the way
It
he
made me
went
think of that.
after Amaya. It's just I just want
Amaya.
someone. Like I
Hmm.
need it. I need it right now. Someone come. That
Yeah,
is the
girl, I
energy
was
he
like,
brings, and it's a bit much. It's a bit much. So
yeah,
I think
I
Amaya was
agree. I
picking up on
agree.
that, and that's why she was like okay with saying he can
Yeah.
go.
Kudos to Amaya though for like not the vote, like whatever with the vote, but kudos to Amaya for sticking to her principles about it. Like I know I saw somebody in chat I think was saying like this Love Island, so they don't respect the decision she made. Um, but I feel like she read the situation right. You know what I'm
Yeah,
saying? Like had he come to her any other way, then yeah, I would totally be like, yeah, it's Love Island, go ahead, explore connections. Had he come to her previously, but he's not ever done that.
yeah,
And so it just felt like she like I might be having right reads. She
yeah.
just be having like a ton of reactions. Even there, she cried. It was like it's a lot.
Yeah,
Um.
I wrote 2 for 2 for Amaya when she did that because I was
Oh.
like, yeah,
Yeah.
correct.
Yeah.
But also too, I was feeling for Amaya in that moment because how must she
Difficult is
feel?
it
You
to
know what I'm
turn?
saying?
Yeah.
Like for a guy to say, well, I see that Hannah's doing this and that, so I feel like now I got to explore. So like, do you think it's something? Especially when she's already not
Mhm.
having a great connection with somebody, that has got to make you
True.
feel so small and so low. That wasn't
Yeah.
cool
Yeah.
at all.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah, no, I agree. Iris and Jeremiah, do you think that like where do you think is gonna happen moving forward? Do you think Huda and Jeremiah are still gonna be all booed up? Do you think Jeremiah's gonna take it as an opportunity to have some distance? It feels like Iris is not gonna be that interested in him. But like what are your thoughts on like predictions for how this goes down in a
I think
couple next
Huda
couple
is
weeks?
about to blow a gasket. So even if she wanted to try to get to know Jeremiah, it's not happening. I can already see it. Huda being like, Jeremiah, your ass better be sleeping in soul ties with me because you're not sleeping in this bed with this girl. I think Iris is already disgusted with the situation. I think Iris understands that she was put in that place based on America's vote and nothing else. She know the deal because she's a smart girl. She's proven herself to be a smart girl. So
Mhm.
we shall see. Who knows if some sideline conversations can even like break the Huda Jeremiah barrier. But I
Mhm.
already know like for at least the next 2 days, the entire episode is gonna be about this. I'm sure. I'm sure.
Yeah. Yeah, for sure. And I also think this like Jeremiah is so like their dynamic is so toxic. Like when she was just like, you better never say this, and that. And she was like, I can be bad. Or she said something. I can't like
I
I
could
can
be
be
a
mean or
bitch.
something.
She's I could be a mean. I
Yeah,
could be
yeah,
mean.
yeah.
I could be a
And he was
bitch.
like, you're so he was like, you're so toxic. And then you could see him sinking deeper into the situation. And it was just like he's so weak. He can't see that like you are attracted to this woman and she knows that. And she is using her feminine ways to get dangle treats in front of you and then like hook you back into like this toxic cycle of them doing these crazy things. Like, you know what I'm saying?
Yes,
Like having these
yes,
arguments over nothing. And then she's just like, and then kissy, kissy, kissy. And it's just like, what? He just like a child, like, oh, yeah, ah, just back into this mess again.
yeah.
So
I
it's
think
very interesting.
I think in this episode, I realized that Jeremiah is a people pleaser. You know, like he doesn't say
Mm,
anything directly. It's always like
mm,
skating across the surface. He can always smooth over what he's saying to go into another lane. It's never like, no, I don't like this. Please don't do this. I don't. You can't do
mm.
this. Like it's never that. It's never that.
Yeah, that's why I say he's like weak. Like there's something
Yes,
about him. He's
yes,
weak. Like I'm not trying to. I'm not trying to even be mean. I'm just trying to be like descriptive. Like I'm sure he has a
yes,
great heart and great whatever. But there's something about his like resolve that or like his it's just not like strong. He don't got no like strong backbone. Because even when this is not related actually, but it's a little different. But when Nick and them were saying like, you don't think this is like a little concerning, da da da, and he was like, I can't control her,
yeah,
like, and it was just like, hold up, it's not about you controlling her.
right,
It's about the fact that you could leave the situation. It's they're asking you to assess. Do you think she has everything on screwed on tight, not like being crazy or something like that, but do you think she is operating don't make that face,
that's
operating
crazy.
from a healthy balanced place that is going to bode well for y'all to have a good relationship? That's what they're saying. They're asking, when they say those things, they're not asking you to control her. You know what I'm saying? They're saying, should do you need to make the assessment about whether you should be involved in this relationship with her, like
Yes.
because she's a little bit giving red flags. So
Yes, a
it's,
little bit. No,
so
this
his
girl is
response is
cracking the surface of the damn earth. Like, this shit is about to be earthquake central. What's the highest
right.
magnitude?
I
Put
know.
it in.
I
It's
was, I was,
Huda. Like, Hurricane Huda. Like,
ready for tomorrow's episode for sure because like I ready for tomorrow's episode. But okay, so that's our Jeremiah and Huda. Who else we got? Shelly and Austin.
an
Glad Shelly
ace.
just Well, yeah, Shelly and Austin, but glad Shelly came to her conclusions with Austin. Just what she say? She said something like he just
He
is
needs too much.
exhausting. That's
Yes,
what she said.
exhausting. He needs way too much reassurance, and you're not doing nothing. You all talk and no action. And she literally said in that conversation, "I like action," and he's over here like, "Oh, but I don't know." And oh man, I don't know. Every time I see you with Ace, I don't know. Know something.
It's
Say something. Do
yeah,
something. Like she's literally saying,
yeah.
"I like when Ace does X, Y, and Z." You haven't
Hmm.
done it. Do it.
Yeah. No, I agree with that. But I also will say like there's something to me about like there's a lot of conversation about like what these guys do for dates and things like that. And I'm like I feel more like maybe they should care more about the connection a little bit because it's like bruh, like I mean I guess she's just saying she don't want to be bored. She want to see the effort or whatever. But yeah, I guess it's the effort. I don't know, but it's just like I don't know. But Austin isn't. I'm not rallying for Austin because I agree with her. He's exhausting and he's not confident. And he at the end of it, he's like, "Oh, you make me like you more." I'm like, that's because Shelly's confident. You know what I mean?
Yes.
Confidence is attractive, and she's confident, and that's just the bottom line with that. Like, but yeah, but again, I I call to to front and center my statement, my prior statement where I said
I fold.
I'm worried for my girl Shelly.
I fold.
What?
Ace ain't
You
shit.
said
I
what?
fold. I said I'm folding. Ace ain't
Yes,
shit.
I'm worried for my girl Shelly
Yeah.
because Shelly was holding space for Ace. But now I loved in this episode that she was just like realizing, like, boom, every person you want to explore, it's at a certain point, it creates like it lets you see that like this person isn't really like it's not enough in you that they see that's value that they
Right.
want to be like, no, I'm gonna lock it in. This is my woman. I'm moving forward. Move out the way, the rest of you. You know what I'm saying? Like he hasn't even like I don't feel like he's I don't feel like he's moving in that direction. That's why I say like these dates, it's like cool,
Yeah.
whatever. He probably giving the most dates of everybody in this thing. He making the most plates and the breakfast and stuff like that. But it's like Ace is like he's a player and he's
Yeah.
not trying to like he hasn't seen enough of her value to make him want to really pursue her. And she's been there the longest. They've been there the longest together. So I'm just like, bruh,
And knew
like
each other
that
previously.
yeah, and it's like you are outside the house now. Like, bruh. Like I need Shelly to just dead it. Like
Yeah.
dead it. I don't care if him and Iris don't even work out. Like dead it.
Yeah.
Just person
I
like
think
how
she will.
long?
It
Just
sounds
dead
like she was. She looked annoyed in that conversation. He was like, "You want me to be honest? You want me to lie to you?" Like, clearly no, but I don't like what you just said. What
it.
she
Yeah.
say?
And
Dora the Explorer. You go with the wind. Like, I'm good on
yeah.
it. I'm waiting for her to say like I'm
Yeah.
good on it. Like explore your connection. But
Yeah.
this one is, I think there's nothing here because you have yet to be
Yeah.
able to zero in on me. And then the next morning you get
Yeah.
up and you don't make Shelly breakfast, like you immediately pulled back. And like when guys do that, it's toying with the emotions. It's like
Yeah.
I'm gonna give you this and make you like me, and then I'm gonna take it away. He wants Shelly to
Manipulation.
react. He wants Shelly to
Yeah.
react. He's not gonna get a reaction out of Shelly because she's not that type of girl. But it's like if this was Huda, let's just say this would have just went to like to the extreme. But
Mm.
Shelly doesn't have
Mm.
an anxious attachment style, so she just looking, observing, taking it in, and saying, "All right, cool, cool."
Yeah. Well, I hope so once it get rubber meets the road because I still have yet to see her cut it. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
Like she could look like she gonna cut it all day. Like we done had all these girls, Amaya, Bella, like all of them look like they're about to cut it and it's clear, crystal clear, and then boom, they turn around like these my number one connection. It's like, bruh,
yeah.
Ace need to be cut. Like Shelly need to cut him, cut him, cut him, um, cut him.
Yeah,
Like
and
that's what
another
I'm
thing
ready to
about
see.
Ace that I was so over with in this episode when he was talking to Iris and he was like, "Do you believe in love at first sight or love at first conversation?" I'm like, you literally just went ham on Amaya for saying babe. You were trying to tell Amaya, I want to take things slow. And here you go going full speed ahead.
Yeah.
It was too
Yeah,
much.
but I think Iris is too smart for him, to be honest. I'm surprised. I'm still surprised. Why is she entertaining this still? It feels like maybe she doesn't understand the backstory of the Shelley. Like because she's the third, she has not had the benefit of seeing him with Shelley and seeing him with Amaya. She's just seen that like he might have had interest um in Shelley, right? And that he was crash and burn with Amaya, but I don't think she's understanding that no, he's a player, you're the newest option. And so I wonder how he'll be when someone else comes in. And maybe they will stick it out, but it just something about them is giving like odd. I just think that he is attracted to the fact that she is secure, and I think that's attractive to him. I think that's what was attractive in Shelley is that Shelley is secure in herself, and what was unattractive about Amaya was that she wasn't secure. And so I
Yeah.
feel like some of his behaviors are manipulative in the sense of he's trying to almost bring out or activate the anxious attachment in a woman. So like with Shelly, almost activating it by like, I'm gonna turn you off. I'm gonna go hot and cold. Because that is when people talk about trauma bonding and stuff like that is that's that. It's like
Yeah.
you're in this addiction state where somebody is inconsistent, and it's like
Mhm.
that Pavlov's dog or whatever it is. Like sometimes they ring the bell and you
Yes.
get a treat, sometimes they
Mhm.
don't. It's like that's the addictive cycle. And so somebody can push you into that by their behaviors, um even if you're not insecure or like your secure attachment. It's like they can push you into that because by kind of having those behaviors. And so
Right.
it's like you gotta peep it early. You
Yeah.
gotta peep it early. And that's why I'm like saying with Shelly, like, oh, she gotta cut it. She gotta
Yeah,
cut
yeah,
it because
yeah.
once you
No,
in there,
you
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 can't
you
leave.
ate that up with that comparison with
That's
Pavlov
right.
because no, because that's exactly what it is. It's full blown conditioning. I am conditioning you to understand.
Yeah.
It's like you said with the initial conversation he had with the Maya. Like, I am conditioning you to understand that I'm going to be exploring these options. And he did the same thing
Yeah.
with Shelly in this conversation. And it's like wrapped in this package of
Mhm.
like, I just want to be open and honest with you and being transparent, hoping that that gives me some points about me fucking you over.
Yeah. Yeah. It's
Yeah.
like, no, no, thank you. So anything else out here do we have to discuss before we sign off for the night? Because it's past my bedtime.
Just the
So
challenge. A few things in the challenge. One, Nick had a
uh-huh.
huge cold sore on his lips. So I felt like maybe this is why we didn't see him kiss nobody in the challenge. At least I can't remember, but
Mhm.
it was a few times his face flashed, and I was like, is that a cold sore? I was like, and this is why people don't need to be swapping all this spit. Cause is this in the terms and
Oh.
conditions agreements? Is it?
Oh, I'm sure it is. I'm sure it is.
Yeah.
I'm sure it is. But
Yeah. And
because
then
it's like,
Alandria, all that play she got.
oh yes, I know. She actually seemed exhausted from it. She was just
Yes.
like,
Yeah, yeah, yeah. I did
So
respect
I don't.
Jaylen when he
Oh,
was like,
oh
oh, go ahead.
no, Nick kissed Olandria.
Oh,
So
yeah,
he
you're right,
did
you're
kiss
right. You're right, right,
somebody.
right, right.
He
You're right,
did.
you're
So
right.
maybe it's just non
Yeah.
non like spreadable cold sore type thing. But this is what I wanted to say. Last thing before I go. Nick, I do not like how he's always talking about Alandria or whatever, like, oh, she's attractive or whatever, but he has never tried to pursue her. It's giving almost
Yes.
like, are you actually interested in Alandria, or one, are you just, bigging
Fetishizing
it up for
her.
the camera? Yeah, or two, fetishizing her, sexualizing her, and doing something as far as like you not really trying to pursue her as a actual option, but you think she looks good and you'll have her as like, oh, let me kiss her in the blindfold situation. He did
Mm-hmm.
that. And then again, he picks her. Well, he didn't pick her, but he was excited. He was talking about it in the room. So I'm like, either you're just putting on and you're not actually interested in her, not attractive, or you are like you said, fetishizing her or whatever. And it's like, bruh, like, if you're actually interested in Alandria, you could try to talk with her. You know what I mean? You
Yeah.
could try to have had conversations with her, but I've never seen him try to do that. So I don't know.
Yeah, I didn't know if it was because of the friendship he has with Taylor
With Taylor, maybe,
or what,
maybe,
but we'll
maybe.
see now
I
that
give
Jaylen
him a
has.
little bit of that.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. But I literally wrote down. I was like, is this a fetish or do you actually like her? Because you've had ample opportunity to talk to her. Y'all both been here since day one, and you've never
Hmm.
approached her. At least from what we see.
Hmm.
Um.
And it
Oh, go
and
ahead.
they don't even hang out like how some people it's like they really like each other and they really gravitate to each other and it's like they're just hanging out and it's like because like we watch Big Brother or Survivor and
Yeah.
people start being like y'all like what's going on with y'all like they don't even have moments like that where it's like y'all just together a little bit too much like we're starting to wonder and it's like no we're just we like each other we're just
Right.
it's none of that even so I don't know
Yeah.
anyway excited for tomorrow we're gonna cut this now
Yes. Yes. We got still to
and see
bed.
you guys tomorrow join
Alrighty.
like
Oh yes, the
sorry.
chat
I'm
be jumping off, y'all. Like for real, DM us on Instagram at Black Girls Talking TV if you want to be a part of the fangirl group chat. Every night it is lit. Every day it is lit. Whether it's the
yeah.
after
Every
sun,
day. It's like it's so funny. It's
every
so funny.
day. It's
Yeah.
everything. So
All
yes, that is
right.
it. Hit that subscribe button if you're not already, and we'll see you for tomorrow's episode.
All right. Bye.